This is BioShock. An underwater city, a utopia gone horribly wrong, a world built with vision and rotted by ambition. BioShock didn't just define a genre, it rewrote what horror, storytelling and style could look like in games. And for every masterpiece, there's an imitator trying to wear its skin. This is how Poppy Playtime shamelessly stole from BioShock and failed. Before we dive into the plagiarism problem, let's revisit why BioShock's introduction is so legendary. It opens with a simple, ominous line.
They told me, son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
Then the game immediately smacks you in the face. No tutorials, no slow build. Just a plane crash, a wall of fire, and a lighthouse in the middle of nowhere. And once you step inside, you're greeted by something unforgettable. That phrase alone sets the tone. You're not just entering a location, you're entering a philosophy. And when you descend into the bathysphere, you're introduced to one of the most iconic openings in gaming history.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose rapture. The artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, rapture can become your city as well.
Boom, there it is, perfection. The tone is nailed down with such precision it leaves players gobsmacked. But hey, don't take my word for it. Take theirs.
Whoa! Oh, cool.
Holy smokes!
Crabs! Whoa!
Yo, what a sick opening.
Is that a whale? Oh, this is incredible. I did not expect this.
It's fast. It's clean. It stacks one powerful moment on top of the next. No wasted time, no filler. Just pure momentum from the first second. Let's break it down. You board a plane. You crash. You survive. You find a mysterious lighthouse in the middle of nowhere. Inside, you discover a strange transport. You board it and meet the man behind the voice, a man with a speech and a dream. And just like that, you are dropped into that dream in full motion. Now, why don't we take a look at Poppy Playtime Chapter 3? You board a train, you crash, you survive, you wake up in the middle of nowhere. In there, you discover a strange transport. You board it and meet the man behind the voice, a man with a speech and a dream. And just like that, you are dropped into that dream in full motion. Huh. Now, where have I heard that one before? Now, I know this may sound harsh, especially since I've made like 3 animations related to Poppy Playtime, Don't get me wrong, I love this franchise. I love its characters, its story, and its premise. But come on, man! At least show a little decency if you're going to copy BioShock's homework like it's some first grade assignment. And it's not even trying to hide it. You can see the similarities tenfold when you stack them side by side, except one does it buttery smooth, while the other bumps into so many walls it feels like a dang coyote and Roadrunner episode. Now you might be wondering, okay Sourcey, why doesn't Poppy Playtime's version work? And my answer to that is simple. Pacing. BioShock's intro works because it's quick and to the point. Look at most gameplay videos. The game introduces you to the world in about 3 minutes. From the moment you come up gasping for air to the reveal of the city, bam, lighthouse, bam, ominous Logan, bam, bathysphere, bam, rapture. It doesn't waste time with unnecessary fluff. Even the bathysphere ride itself is snappy. Just long enough for Andrew Ryan's short, hard-hitting speech that drops a whole philosophy on you like a bomb. Imagery, tone, world, all locked in within minutes. That was BioShock's pacing. Now this is Poppy Playtime's pacing.
You lagging! Nah! Yo, nah! Yo! You lagging!
To be fair, Chapter 3 starts strong. Catnap yeets you into a death trap. The tone is set immediately. You're trapped, hunted, and the stakes are high. But then, it just stops. After escaping that trap, the momentum grinds to a halt. You're shoved into a bunch of puzzles, distractions, and random obstacles just to get to the tramp that takes you to Playcare. Unless you're speedrunning, this whole detour takes upwards of 15 minutes. And yeah, that is a problem. Momentum matters. When you slow things down this much, you don't just break the pacing, you break the experience. Poppy tries to copy BioShock's intro formula, but chops it so badly, the impact is completely lost. The key moments don't build up on each other, they just trip over themselves. And the pacing problems don't even stop there. Remember how snappy BioShock's bathysphere ride is? Well, if you thought getting into the tram in Poppy was slow...
Hello, my name is Elliot Ludwig.
Yeah, this thing moves like frozen syrup. And here's the thing. BioShock's bathysphere works not just because it's fast, but because it's fascinating. Every second of that ride reveals something important. A statue, a dream, a city. You are learning, absorbing, feeling the world come to life. Now let's compare that to Poppy Playtime's tram ride. What do you get? Oh, a long hallway, some cool rocks, and a giant metal sphere. Oh, that's kinda cool. Okay, obviously there is one thing I'm missing, and that is the reveal of Playcare. The big question is, does it surprise the viewer? Sorta? It tries to be this dramatic moment. The music swells, the camera pans over this massive underground facility, and it's not bad. But by this point, the audience has already checked out. You've just spent 15 minutes solving toy puzzles and going through a fractured piece of gameplay trying to mimic a masterpiece. The tension, gone. The urgency, dead. The excitement, running through the nearest exit. And right before the big reveal, the game decides, you know what we need right now? How about a long-winded monologue from a dead CEO?
Hello, my name is Elliot Ludwig. When you look around at the world today, what one thing do you think it needs more of? I asked around once. Money, I never have enough. Understanding, I can never get any. Faith, the common man has lost it. Each answer was different, and I could perhaps see some little truth in each. But I think each was also missing something.
Fallen asleep yet? If your answer is yes, don't worry, yeah, so did I. Let's just fast forward all of this garbage.
A smile is hope, a smile is love, a smile is understanding. And there's nothing more gratifying to my soul than being a reason for a child's smile. It is smart that all the hopes and dreams, or the only hopes and dreams that we may create a better world. No one should need to be afraid. No one are protected. After all, this company has told us nothing about them. These children deserve a smile, they deserve to smile, and they deserve a safe home. That is why it is with enormous pleasure that as the founder of Playtime Co., I announce Playcare.
You know it's a great speech when all of this could be summed up with children should smile, so I built them an orphanage. Real edge-cutting stuff, Elliot. It wants to be profound, like Andrew Ryan's.
Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow?
But instead, it sounds like a bad TED Talk written by a soulless businessman who just discovered Pinterest quotes. And that's it for the reveal of Playcare. If you were to ask me, out of 10 points I'd give it a 3. For the graphics, mood, and the sheer audacity to think it was earned. It drags its feet, bloats its pacing, and delivers a payoff that just doesn't feel earned. And the worst part? Somewhere in there, under the corporate fluff and recycled speeches, there's actually a good idea. But until it learns to stop mimicking and start innovating, it's not a homage. It's plagiarism with extra steps. But hey, at least it's not like they copied another game like, you know, Silent Hill PT on the same chapter, right? Pfft, what a ridiculous premise. Who will be stupid enough to...
The father purchased the rifle used in the crime at his local gun store 2 days earlier. This brutal killing took place while the family was gathered at home on a Sunday afternoon.
Tragic news this morning. As of 9:45 a.m., local authorities report that the body of a young boy has been found on the estate of the late Elliot Ludwig, an esteemed toy maker and originator of the Playtime Company.
Oh, for f***'s sake.